nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. 'Cause up here
It's brand. Morning, everybody. Hope you're having a great Saturday. I honestly didn't sleep too well last night, so we ain't gonna be doing hat game today. No hat game at all. I need to turn this up a little bit. Hold on. Morning, everybody. Yeah, it is very tired. We had a lot of fun last night on TikTok. We're very, very tired this morning. We're gonna have some fun though. We gotta finish up a handful bit of tillage work for the Nebraska series. Have some fun. Hi, Emily. Hi, Crod. You do your push-ups yet today, Crod? I haven't done mine yet. I haven't checked on my nephew yet. I was gonna go up earlier this week, but I kind of ran out of time. You loved the stream last night? Well, I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Not yet. For all the members though that are in the chat, you guys actually did get access. I took off the I took off Jerry with the lawn chair and I replaced him with the Lord Buckwad emoji. So you guys now have access to Lord Buckwad, as I am Lord Farquad for how short I am. Grab coffee? No, we haven't even eaten breakfast yet, but we're still rolling. When the job's got to be done, you got to do the job. We got to get here. We got to get the job done. We're gonna have a fantastic day. I didn't bring water. I didn't bring coffee, but I do have water, so we are ahead of the game. Zenith, how you doing? Yes, the Lord Buckwad emoji. I'm taller than you? Well, if you're taller than 5'7", Emily, then you are taller than me. Tyler with the emojis. Good morning, everybody. I hope we're all having a great Saturday morning. We're just gonna do some low intensity stuff. I'm not even gonna wear hats today. Jerry's gonna take the hat duty. He's got himself my buck hat on. Yes, we are on Green Valley, Nebraska. Scott with the bucked Lord Buckwad. I gotta get down some gearings. We gotta get going. Hi, Lord Farquad. Farquad. If I eat a bean burrito, I become Lord Farquad. Do the gritty. We ain't doing nothing. Oh, I forgot I left it on repeat. I mean, we could just listen to Simple Life the whole day, but we ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that to you guys. We're just gonna be doing this. Oh, and my chat's not up yet. There we go. I honestly have no idea when the mods that I'm working on are coming out, guys. With the amount of content that I've been trying to put out, I have no time to mod anymore. Like, literally none. So I have to basically stop modding to make mods. I have to stop making videos of content to make mods. We're not doing, guys, we don't do song requests on YouTube because we can't do it for copyright reasons, nor do I do DJ stuff anyway. Technically, the channel members could. They could request songs because you guys are going above and beyond and actually paying a monthly fee to be on this thing and help it support the channel, but we do not do song requests. What tractor am I using? I'm using John Deere 8345R. Slightly older model. My personal favorite tractor of the new generation. This tractor should be on Xbox. This entire setup should actually be on Xbox to my knowledge because it's the Landau vertical till and the custom moddings 8345, or the 8R pack. I just forgot I could actually use GPS now. What's my favorite song? So my personal favorite song, I don't really have a dedicated one, but out of the country genre, it's Knee Deep by Zach Brown Band. You a good driver? Well, I'm hoping for it. I'm trying. I've been driving all week without GPS trying to plant row crop corn on No Creek. We've been doing a lot of streaming on TikTok throughout the week. If you guys haven't already jumped, though, and hit that little like button, we got 94 current people in here with only 33 likes. If you guys haven't yet, consider hitting that little thumbs up button, supporting the stream, as we're hopefully going to have a good little stream, finishing up some tillage work today, as well as If you guys also wanted to hit the subscribe button, we are in the race to the 100,000 public subscribers. Good news, though, while listening to Toby Keith's Red Solo Cup for the, I think, 7th time last night, we just crested over 30,000 public followers on TikTok. That was great. You got him on Xbox? We're very tired today, but we're doing good. We're doing good, but we are tired. We had a late night last night. I didn't get to bed till almost 3 a.m. Even though I got off early, I didn't get to fall asleep. I was trying to finish up work. You spray manure in real life? Yo, nice. We're not, no guys, we don't do song requests, especially on YouTube. It's monetization things. I gotta turn this up just a second. There we go. Get the music just a little bit louder. And again, I can't see my chat because I always forgot I have to go back to the other window. There we go. You counted 20 last night for Red Solo Cup? No, we didn't do that. I had a tally sheet. We did it 10 times. Loaded 40 bales of hay? That sounds like it was a lot of fun. Not? Well, I guess it depends if they're square bales or round bales. I presume probably round bales. Oh, come on. It's the same song, but now it's just without the words. I'm not gonna lie, guys, my voice is shot. Like, I can definitely tell I woke up this morning and the back of my throat just hurt. Like, we've been literally going nuts on TikTok last week. I think I might start shortening the TikTok streams to 10 o'clock maximum. As much as I love streaming every night for you guys on that, I can't be doing 5 hours a night just for 7 o'clock till midnight and going to bed at that. That's just, it's not practical. Especially if I'm going to be promoting, like, health and wellness to you guys. Here I am staring at a screen for 5 hours a day doing absolutely nothing to make myself better. But no, I don't really want to get sick. And I already can tell, like, with this, the back of my throat's just really scratchy. We do a roll call? We sure as can do a roll call. Never fear, David is here. Yo, David. What are we doing, buddy? Hope you're having a great day so far. I don't know if you are on TikTok at all, David, but we've been having a blast on TikTok throughout the week. I think, though, for the sake of like health and wellness and trying to stay healthy, for TikTok streams, we are going to be doing that throughout the week. I will not be doing it all the way till like midnight every night. We're probably going to shut that thing off at about 10 o'clock every night. That'd probably be the best way to do it. Favorite old country song? I couldn't tell you. I don't really know. But yeah, where are we all coming from? So hi, I'm Buck. I'm from Nebraska. I hope you, yes, I'm from the big red state. You guys can see it on my shirt. Lafayette, Indiana, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Utah, Saskatchewan, Ohio. We have been having a lot of fun on TikTok. North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, Montana, Wisconsin. Nice. I don't know where BZ is. Kansas, Portugal. Hey, we got some international viewers in here. Maine. You love the videos and you watch them all the time? I appreciate that, bud. Appreciate that. Missouri, Iowa. Oh, go, man. Do you guys know how much nicer it is to look at the YouTube chat when you can actually read what's going on? It is so much nicer to be able to just read what's actually happening. TikTok's chat just goes so fast. I think we got almost 800 people in there one time. North Dakota, Nebraska, nice. Texas. What's my favorite series out of them all? The one we are currently playing on right now, Nebraska, my Green Valley, Nebraska save. This is my personal favorite series itself. And I found out that if we actually clean out the filter that's on my computer, that's why my decals kept going so bad in the videos. I forgot about the filter that goes underneath my computer for the power supply for like, oh, I don't know, 5 months. I just take it out, and it's just straight, like, black dirt right where the fan entrance is. And I'm like, that thing was breathing through a wet rag for the last 4 months. So always remember, when you have a computer, always clean this thing out, all right? Make sure you keep this thing clean. This thing was just, like, black right here. This thing does not run well if this is not clean. What do you think about Grant's new mowing series? I haven't watched the video. I'm not going to lie. I haven't really stayed up to date with Grant and Nate at all the last couple days. I stopped by in his stream on yesterday or 2 days ago. But, yeah, I haven't really stayed up with them a whole lot. Greece. You live in Michigan? Nice. Your old school farm? Yo, the old school farm, though, that is... Old school farms are pretty nice, and I do like mine, but just because this one has more of a family tie to it, I gotta pick my Nebraska farm. Is this the Rental Man Buck? Yes, it is. Who's here from Kentucky? I don't know who's here from Kentucky. I'm not here from Kentucky, but I wanted to go to the Kentucky Farm Show this year, just wasn't able to make it happen. Where's that filter located? It's right on the bottom. Like, it's... If you're not looking at the computer, you wouldn't... If you're not looking close to the computer, you wouldn't see it. But right on the bottom half, it goes under the bottom part of the case. It's just, yeah, that. 715 kit. Oh, I actually really like it. I'm not going to lie. It looks awesome. It's one of the better looking... I just didn't really care for the design for case because that case quad track and the Steiger, it's been the same design for like... what, 10, 12 years now? I mean, you don't have to fix something that's not broken, but the 715 with that refreshed grill, it just looks mean. Hi, Mama. Everybody say hi to my mom. She's in the chat right now. Hi, Mom. Oh, you're all good, TH Farms. We're having a great time. We're just tilling away on Nebraska. But my mother's in the chat, and Breadstick's back. The Breadstick's back. How's the stream going for you guys, though? This is the first time we've had it where it's just YouTube this time. Plus, I got the camera right now. We've also been live for 12 minutes, so every half hour we're going to be doing the BUCH'D Gym 10 push-ups. I honestly hate to say it, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the like goal this time for the push-ups for 50. And if I do, I have yet to figure out what I want to set it as. You missed the last few streams? Hey, you're all good, buddy. Hey, this song could put me back to bed. I'm gonna take another swig though. Everybody make sure. I want to get you guys, I need to get a water bottle emoji. That's what I need to do as well. But we need, I think, like 5 more members before I can get another emoji unlocked. But everybody right now put a water drop in the chat so you can make sure you stay hydrated. This is what's been saving my voice. Steven coming with the $50 super chat, and it is his 5th super chat of the live stream. Thank you, good sir. You did not have to do that in the slightest. Holy cow, buddy. I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. We got 132 people in here on this fine day. I think I need to blow my nose, too. I think that's part of the problem. Any tips on, wait. And, doing farming and logging and farm sim, any tips? So, if you have an idea how to actually farm, just make content on that. But as for, like, logging stuff, I wouldn't know any of that because I don't like to log. I'm sorry, I really don't. Getting hydrated with a Baja Blast. Buddy, I'm sorry to tell you, I don't think that's how that works. Whew. I think, honestly, it kind of depends on how long it takes us to do this work. The 9430 right now is sitting on the opposite side of the map. I'm going to work towards the bean ground. That's field. Let's check this out quick. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Plus, we'll save the game. Oh, Chad's coming in here with the Baja Blast. I know what you mean, buddy. Lord Farquaad? Yes. But we're going to move the... I believe it's sitting down here right now. Yes, it is. The 9430, we're going to probably go do field 20, and then we're going to book it down to field 39. We'll see where we're at after that, but I might just kind of end out the stream there. It just depends. It should take us at least 2 hours to do that, though, to get all of this work done at minimum. Toro was at the Kentucky Farm Show. I don't remember who I saw or what it was, but somebody, it's a lawn mowing company, and they have a 72-inch stand-on, like the one where you stand right on the platform behind it. I had never in my life seen a mower that big, but that small, like in a compact area, but just how much mower was there. It had like easily a 25, 30 horsepower Briggs and Stratton on it. It was massive. Am I streaming tomorrow? No. Sunday is my day off. Sunday, I take the day. We rest on the 7th day, remember? What's your favorite... Excuse me, guys. Gotta clear my throat quick. What's my favorite older four-wheel drive tractor? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest, because I don't really... See, I don't really know tractors as much as you guys think I probably do. Wait, oh, you're gonna go catch Clutch's stream? All right, well, we should hopefully be live by then. Today's probably going to be a little bit shorter of a stream. I'm not gonna lie, but that's all right, because I just wanted to kind of relax with you guys this weekend, have some fun. What's my favorite John Deere, though? I can answer that question. My favorite John Deere is the 5020. Jerry's having a blast here, though. He's having a great time. He's wearing my hat. You guys haven't already? Put a pineapple in the chat for Jerry. And also, if you like pineapple on pizza, let me know down below. If you like pineapple on your pizza, put a pizza, a pineapple, and a check mark that's green, or a pizza, a pineapple, and an X if you don't like it, a red X. 50-20 rules, I like it. I mean, it's a big weight slug, but if you put the big floaters on it and then repower it with either a turbo kit or you put a Detroit in it, it's a heck of a tractor. Today was your birthday, your grandma's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your grandma. Let's actually also, who has a birthday coming up here? Besides the pineapple question, who here has a birthday coming up, already has had one, or is their birthday today? And we will sing happy birthday to all of you. It seems to me we don't have as many people in here that like the pineapple on pizza. I haven't had actually Hawaiian pizza in a long time, and I low-key want to go get one today. I might treat myself today to one of them. Yours is in May and your mom's is tomorrow? Sadly, my mom's falls like right when it's farm progress. So that's why it's like family tradition now. I go to the Welker booth and we all, the Welker brothers and Papa sing with me happy birthday to my mom. It's literally been tradition. You've never had Hawaiian pizza. Next time you're at a pizza place, go and ask for either Hawaiian pizza or the pineapple pizza. And some people don't like it. It's my personal favorite, but get extra cream cheese when you do because it is delicious. How old are you? So I am 21 years of age. It's a little bit harder to tell when I have my glasses on, and especially if I don't have any facial hair. But if I take off my glasses, it looks a little bit more convincing. Your father's birthday is today? Oh, your grandfather's birthday is today. Your neighbor has a D21? Nice. I'm not gonna lie though, the coolest thing I ever saw, I wish I could have gotten a photo or a video of it. When I was on my way over to Farm Progress in Illinois last year, they were just getting done with like the half-century farm show or something in another town in Illinois, and I saw literally back to back 3 separate trucks that were carrying 3 D21s on all of them. It was literally like the entire supply of D21s that were ever made, and one of them was like a construction yellow. It was the coolest thing I ever saw. No, I do not have a girlfriend. I think I read that wrong for a split second, but no, I do not have a girlfriend. At least not that I know of. I don't know. Jerry, do I have a girlfriend? No? Okay. Keep up the great work. I appreciate that, bud. I'm just glad you guys are all having a great day today, or at least who is having a great day? You guys having a good day? Because if you're not, I'm glad you guys joined us in on this fantastic Saturday morning so we can all just kind of have a little bit of a disconnect from the world and have a great time. Because that's what I want to be for you guys, a great little escape to help make your day a little bit brighter. You should start a farm IRL? Well, once I get the money and the land and the tractors and, everything that it takes to actually own a farm, then maybe we might consider doing that. But until then, I'm a broke, sad little midget that doesn't like to have his... can't have anything. Lord Farquaad. Lord Buckwad rules. Yes. No, my girlfriend actually would be my Impala, because my Oldsmobile's, it's named Red. It's technically a guy. My brother is my Oldsmobile. My girlfriend is my Impala, all right? Your birthday was on Tuesday. Well, happy early birthday to you. Actually, let's do it. So if you guys did have a birthday or a family member or something like that, let's just sing happy birthday to you guys quick. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear viewers, and your family, and your pet, and your dog, and your probably pet hamster, or maybe your goldfish that's stuck upside down in the bowl. Happy birthday to you. And we do mean you like Fox 42. That's cool, man. Cha-cha-cha. There we go. I've only gone snowmobiling once in my life. I've driven the snowmobile while I did it, and I almost broke my knee while I was riding the sled behind it. Ah. Actually, take that back. I've ridden on a snowmobile twice, but I went sledding with a snowmobile once. Chad, if you remember the movie 8 Crazy Nights, I'm literally Adam Sandler when he's on the when the cops are like, "You're not gonna go drive your car." I was like, "Oh no, I'm just gonna. All right, baby, let's make this quick." Woohoo! Yeah, you like that? Why is the tractor just shut off? I've yet to figure that out. It's not. Wait a minute. Oh, that's why. I need to fix it. Dang it. All right, I need to get my service truck up here. Got an international fix and a bush hog put on it. Nice. Can I at least put on the Alice Chalmers hat? You know, I could probably do that, but we're not going to play the hat game today, guys. I might grab my deer hat. I'll grab my deer hat, my Oliver hat, and my Alice Chalmers hat quick. Don coming in with the Uncle Buck supporter tier. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I don't remember what I was even going to grab. Oh, that's right. I was going to get my service truck. Where is my service truck? There it is. Do I have straps in this thing? I did have straps in this thing, but I don't have my toolbox with me. Dang it. We'll bring it along. We need to go fix up our little tractor so it doesn't keep killing on us. We can buy the hat on the pineapple. So if you actually go in the description of this live stream, or you go to the homepage of my account, of like my YouTube channel, you can find a link directly to my spread shop that I sell the merchandise on. And you can find that hat that's on Jerry. And I also have a whole other range. You can basically buy a lot of the old logos, a lot of different, like some catchphrase stuffs. There's different varieties. So if you want to check out my Randall Man spread shop for the hat that is on Jerry, you guys can get that. I think it's like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something in that ballpark. I don't remember exactly. How tall am I? I am 5'7". Yes, get some Ag Swag merchandise. I don't have anything really with Ag Swag yet of my own, but if you guys want to check out Ag Swag and get some Gary the Goat stuff, definitely go check out Gary. I'm gonna run. Okay, I have to buy the toolbox quick. That's right. So give me just a second. Where's my toolbox pack? Just carry the whole thing in there. Excuse me. I haven't put the service function in this thing yet, so it doesn't really exist. Is FS Slice in here? No, he's not. Top of the morning. Well, hello, Dan. How are we doing, sir? I'm going to respond to you like you respond to me. There we go. Let's fix this little guy up quick. I forgot my tailgate doesn't work either. I have to fix that. Let's repair you a whopping $22,000 later. That's fun. That's a fun bill to pay. Let's move this out of the way. You're 5'9", 12 years old? Hey, that's a good song, though. Congratulations, though. You got blessed with genetics. I don't really have any awards for that. A lot of people are taller than me. But I don't really care, because you know what? They always say you stop growing when you become perfect, so... Just saying, buddy. You got a ways to go at that point. Nah, I'm just kidding. We're all having fun. It's almost time for push-ups? It is. We got 5 minutes till push-ups, so we will definitely at least be doing that. The toolbar did not need fixing. I know that. That one's fine. That one's just fine. That just started. We bought this like... We have 37 hours. We have 37 hours on this tractor. Holy cow. Okay. That's a few. Just a few. I weighed 6 foot. I was 6'6" and weighed 245. My name was Big John. Except I wasn't Big John. I'm Little John. Not Lil John. Little John. I'm the discount version. Yeah, I know. I did play sports while I was in high school. I left athletics after my freshman year just because I wanted to pursue some other stuff. Plus, this job was kind of starting to unravel on itself to where I needed to spend more time on it. But I played athletics all the way up until my freshman year in high school, and then after that, I just went from a 3-sport athlete all the way down to a no-sport athlete. I got a shirt that says a 3-sport athlete from my school, and I still wear it around to this day, and everyone's like, oh, how long did you play? Were you like a starter? Were you senior? Were you on varsity? I'm like, nah, I left after freshman year. I was like, bye-bye. I honestly don't follow the soccer world. The YMCA ruined soccer for me, so Messi and Ronaldo, I couldn't tell you. I just remember that they're both from different countries. Trying to figure out, are you asking to do a poll for the Ford Chevy Dodge, or are you just asking if I were to do more Ford Chevy Dodge for console? Because if you're asking if I make console mods, I do not. But if I were to say out of those three, I'm a Ford personnel. How many hours are on this save game? Way too many. Way too many. At least easily over a couple hundred. Just bought the hat that's on Jerry? Yo! Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy it when it gets here. What? Okay, did you get the exact same hat that's on Jerry, though, or did you get it in a different color variant? Because they can get those in different colors. I personally like it when it's the blackout. The 5020 that I use is not really my mod, so I don't really feel like I should be giving out a mod that's not mine. Plus, it's still technically broken. I just fixed the parts that I wanted to use. What sports did I play? So I was a wrestler. I played football. I was a wrestler. I did track. My 7th grade year, when I was in middle school, I played basketball 1 year, and that was... I almost fouled out like in a tournament on a weekend because there was a kid that was running for a layup, and I didn't even jump. I just ran through him, and he nailed our stage, and it was the funniest thing I ever did. I still wonder where that kid's at. He's probably a very successful basketball player, but yeah, I just ran through I didn't even jump. Like, I didn't go to block. I didn't do anything. I just ran down the court as fast as I could because I was one of the fastest kids we had on the team, and I just ran through him. I drew a foul, to say the least. Chevy, Dodge, or Ford? I am a Ford personnel. You're not late. Well, I mean, you could say you're late, but you know what? Doesn't really matter. We're all here having fun anyway, aren't we? We're finishing up, tilling up stocks, and we got to go finish in hydrous work. We are a minute away, though, from our push-ups, so let's have some fun. How did you fix the parts? What do you mean by how did I fix the parts? If you're asking how I fixed the tractor, I went and I have a toolbox in the back of my Subaru 6.4 over there. I used to do a lot of powerlifting, but as of recently, I've really just been doing the 15 push-ups challenge and then just going out and do some generic walking. Every now and then I'll maybe do something that revolves around exercise-based stuff. I want to get back into it, but I had some... It was more stress-related and pain-related things that, like, just mentally, physically when I look at a workout like a gym barbell, it's like PTSD traumatizing. So I don't really like to go and do the workouts anymore. Because it's like I did it for pain when I did it originally, and I'm like, I don't want to do that again for that. I gotta find a better reason to go into the gym. But we are now 30 minutes into our first part of the stream. So if you guys are new to the Rambo Man Buck channel, what we do now is the segment of Buck's Gym, where every half hour we are live, we do 10 push-ups to keep ourselves active and moving so we are not sitting and doing nothing. Let's drop down to do our 10 since we are on time, and then we will get right back to vertical tilling some corn stalks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. I think right now, for some reason, I can't find my Oliver hat. It's somewhere back in that pile. But I'm going to switch over to my John Deere hat for a little bit. And then we might be able to switch over to the Minneapolis Moline and just after that. In reality, I should be grabbing my Prairie State cap because this is all Prairie State. Well, this is going to be Prairie State equipment on this farm at some point. I do live alone. And I hate to say, luckily I live alone. I'd feel bad for anybody that has to live with me. I'm over here screaming, talking to a pineapple. I mean, that's Jerry. Jerry puts up with me. I mean, that's technically the only person that I live with. Do I like Carrie? If you're talking about Jim Carrey, yes. I'm going to turn up the music just a hair. Unless on my end... my headset was turned down. I'm like, what the heck? Dang it, I did it again. Are you 40 every day? Hey, attaboy. We're doing at least a minimum. This week, we did a minimum of 90 to 100 push-ups a day. Because we do the 15 that we did for the Bucks Gym. I still will have to do that after this live stream. But we also do... about 50, if we have a 5-hour stream, we do 50 push-ups, and then we have to do 50 at the end, so it's 100 on that. It easily averages out to be like 80 or 90. My arms or my back are starting to hurt. You just did your 15? What song is playing? If you're referring to the one that just played, I'm not 100% sure, but let me check quick, because I can look at that. The one that's playing right now is One Country Mile by Colton Walls. The one that was just playing was Backstage of My Heart by, like, Thyra? I don't know how to say that name. How are we doing? Yeah, we are not doing song requests, guys. We are on Epidemic Sounds when we do YouTube because YouTube is a monetization tyrant, and I can't play regular songs. At one of these weekends, if I could figure out a way to stream TikTok and YouTube at the same time without having any issues, and we're doing whatever, I might just turn off the monetization stuff on YouTube just so we can have fun and we can listen to those musics. But for a day like this, after a week like this, just kind of going literally full pedal to the metal, I think it's just kind of nice to relax. But you guys want to learn more in life about doing things like this, YouTube is a job that it demands a lot, and I mean a lot of brain power. It might not look like it, but when you have to sit behind a camera and talk for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end, and then you have to do all the other work that goes behind the camera that's not talking to the people behind the camera, it takes a lot more brain power than you would think. How did I fix the stuff I did for the 5020? I know how to work with the code. I don't know how to script, like full-on script the tractor, but I do know at least how to read the code to fix what needed to be fixed for what I needed to do. So I fixed the tires not working correctly, I fixed some collisions, I fixed the shadows, I fixed texture errors on it, just some generic stuff that the version that I had or the version that we got was technically broken, and then I just went and tweaked it because I know how to do that. Like crafts. I mean, I like arts and crafts. They're cool. We're going to run over to the 9430, though, since we are done doing corn stalks, unless we go down to our test plots, which I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll put this in my front parking lot, and we will go start using the big boy, the four-wheel drive. Gotta get my turn signals back out. It's like, what the heck's fucking wrong with this thing? Oh, off to the anhydrous we go. Where are we at? Hang on just a second. I'll look at the chat in just a second, guys. I gotta do this. How am I doing? We're doing great last night. Yeah, last night's stream was crazy. It definitely was. What are we at for condition on the tractor? Oh, the tractor's doing just fine. Toolbar's a little bit down, and then the anhydrous tanks are kind of getting there. We'll have to wash this thing off with Andy Clean when we get done. I do not take mod requests, buddy. Sadly, big man, I do not take mod requests. I hardly have enough time to mod my own stuff anymore. If you're talking about the hat that is on Jerry, that you can find in my spread shop. You can find that directly linked, I believe, at the bottom of this stream's description, or you can find it via you click on my Rental Man page, and there's a link that goes directly to it from my YouTube's homepage. I think it's like 25 bucks. I can't remember, but you can get it in a couple different colors, and there's also different designs. You don't have to just get the one that's had on his head. Old school farming? I think old school farming is awesome. No, we are not going to be going live on TikTok today. The schedule or the plan that what we're going to try and do is TikTok will be streamed throughout the week on weekdays, roughly starting about 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, and I will be shutting those streams off at about 10 o'clock. That's what I kind of found works the best. And then YouTube, we will stream on Saturdays. But TikTok, we can use real music. YouTube, we have to use Epidemic Sounds, which is still great because we get Simpler Life and all of those. But that's kind of the best way I think I can balance what's going on. I just want to try and keep myself healthy, but also provide you guys as much content as possible. Oop. Would you ever try British farming? Honestly, I hardly have enough time to even do a regular American farming. We just got to lay a little bit of anhydrous in this old field right now, and then we should be good to go. I just got to make sure I have my... I just got to make sure I have the crops set correctly. Oats, canola, corn. Dang it, I had it. Cotton. I just gotta find out where this is at. Give me just a second, guys. Who would you tell? I have no idea because a lot of the people that I would know that know how to mod, it's like David 82 Studios, and they got their own stuff they got to do as well. I cannot seem to find my corn. There we go. Now we're good. I don't know any modders that make console mods besides 82 Studios, really. That and Rooster, but those guys, they already have their own stuff. I'm going way off to the side. This is my bad. We're like overlaying gas. Best tip for starting a YouTube channel? Consistency, repetition, and overall, just putting your time into it, getting creative. You got to think outside the box when you do this job. You wouldn't think it, but you'd be surprised. Your first 100 videos, this is what Jake always told me, your first 100 videos are going to suck. After that, you start to figure out how to do it. Or if you're like me, you take 5 years and like 300 videos to actually figure out that, hey, maybe I should actually put some thought and consideration into doing this. That's the only thing that's different about this tractor. I made an edit of the... Oh, I thought that was going to clear that. I'm trying to turn around. But no, that is the only thing that is different about this 9430. The wheels are from a different tractor. I modded that. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Literally. Yeah, the map is Green Valley, Nebraska. Thank you for asking. We got 207 viewers, though, in here and 138 likes. If you guys have not already, considering that little thumbs up, supporting the stream, and getting ourselves even further up in that chat. Oh, we don't really have anything like game rankings like TikTok, which I think if we would have went live today on TikTok, we actually would have probably been in the game rankings. But you know what? There's always next week. Videos are inspired by mine. Well, I thank you, buddy. I hope you're not doing it off of mine for the sake of information of how you do it, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I do appreciate that. If you guys really want to try and make a YouTube channel itself, making the channel's not a problem. It's staying consistent and thinking outside the box and basically waking up and being creative every day. The other thing is that if you guys build one, you have to decide what pathway you want to go. Do you want to do it as more of a conservative approach where you are your own person, you do everything, you do the videos, you do the editing, you do the setup, you do whatever, or are you going to build it like Nate where you get a team? You have a content manager, you have a editor, you have a whole, like there's like 6 or 7 different positions. I do everything myself. Roll call. Where are we all coming from? With 200 people, where are we all coming from? So hi, I'm Buck. I'm from Nebraska. You love the channel, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm glad you enjoy it. Ohio, Indiana, Iowa, ew. Only because I'm from Nebraska, all right? Kansas, Ohio, Wisconsin with the Gary Goat, Scott with the Garys. Lafayette, Indiana, Nevada, Kentucky, Hawaii? Is that a Hawaii? Oh, no, it said hi. Montana, Wisconsin. I really feel bad. I have no idea how to say that. South Dakota, Portugal. Portugal's still here. Do we have any Australians in here? Do we have anybody in here from Australia? From Nebraska as well? Nice. I'm on the eastern side of the state, more towards the Omaha area. Let's get the GPS set up so that way we can kind of pay attention a little bit more. Fan 78. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Do I own any Olivers? And you're from Illinois. I do not own any Olivers in real life or on this farm. On the Hay Farm series, though, I have a 1755 Oliver. But now, I need to get my GPS set up. So I need to go to here. Here. Well, actually, I got to set up my track first. There's that. Let's set our GPS back to center. And we will also put on our width. Beautiful. If I can find the button. Oh, hold up now. Where's my button? There it is. I found it. Yeah, scooch it over just a little bit. Dude, the dress coming in. I remember you, buddy. You were going nuts with them little fire gifts. Yeah, the YouTube, I think, is going to turn into more of a casual gameplay, and then TikTok's going to be where we go nuts. Just because we can have so much more fun with the music. I did play football when I was back in high school for my freshman year, and then after I played all of my junior high years, and then I played freshman year, and then after that we got a new coach, and I didn't really want to go with the new coach, so I just kind of dropped athletics as a whole. I loved the guy who ended up being the coach. He was a really good guy, but after that, then YouTube kind of started to take off, and I wanted to try a couple other things, so I just kind of put athletics back in the back door. You got to run? All right. Well, thanks for stopping by. Channel's the best. Are you sure about that? I think you're just saying that. We got a handful of people in here that are from Nebraska. That's pretty cool. I always found it funny, like, you always like, well, is anybody here from Nebraska? And like, nah, why would anybody want to be from Nebraska? I'm like, because it's awesome. If you're from the state, you know what to do here. If you're not from the state, the motto of it's not for everybody is the truest thing on earth. Yeah, no kidding. I honestly think we'll save the 50 push-ups at the end of the workouts. We'll save those for the TikTok streams, because if that's the case, we're getting a workout in 5 days a week. And then Saturday, we just do the push-ups every half hour. I think that's what we might try and do, because I got to try and stay healthy myself. I still haven't even done my 15 push-ups BUCH'D gym yet today. So we got to go out and do that. But it's supposed to get to almost like 70. It's like 32 right now, or maybe even closer in on 38. But I'll do that definitely this afternoon and get out when it's nice. Grant in this farm, to get all the stuff that's in this farm save, it'd take me at least 2 days. Nope. Look at them Gary the goats, though. I have heard of Vermont, but I've never been to Vermont. Anybody else tired? I'm exhausted. I need to get water. Let's get some water. Let's get some water droplets in the chat. What'd you miss? Well, we just finished up knocking the rest of the corn stalks at the main farm with the vertical till and the 8345R. Now we're just finishing up with anhydrous. We got this field and field 29 on the south side of the map, and we technically should be done. The next thing on this map would be to be either planting or harvesting spring wheat. Out of the country genre, that's probably where I don't really have a favorite song, but out of the country genre, it would be Knee Deep, Zach Brown Band. Kyra coming in with the BUCH'D emoji, the Lord Farquaad, BUCH'D. My TikTok is the exact same name as my channel. They're both the Rental Man Buck. We try to stream weeknights. Every night that I can, which has been every night so far this week. We're going to shorten the streams, though, down on that, where I get done at 10 o'clock. Favorite map? The one technically we're on right now. For farming-based stuff, I like my Green Valley, Nebraska. Haywork, though, I like Griffin, Indiana. Griffin, Indiana, in my opinion, is the best console map. We're not doing Red Solo Cup, guys. Any real song is only on TikTok. Because monetization stuff. We don't do song requests on YouTube at all. Don't have one. I have no idea what snowmobiles model numbers are. Billy Bob coming in with the water on all things. Why would you turn off water, though? Why would you find the water when you're not using water? You got to have water. Favorite truck is a 2011 to 2016 Ford Super Duty. I have played Alma, Missouri. I just haven't played it for like farming reasons, so I couldn't tell you. That if it's a great map or not for farming, because I never played it for farming. I just did bucked up customs on it, and then the Missouri Iron Gauntlet. How dare you? How dare you switch from World of Tanks to War Thunder? I mean, it's still technically it's a good game. I played War Thunder before, but I always just played World of Tanks. Yeah, if you guys want to join in on the Red Solo Cup gang, just get yourself a Red Solo Cup and play the song yourself right now. Because I mean, I could just sing Red Solo Cup, but I want to take a nap today. Big old fat nap. I like a big fat nap. I'm not going to be making any servers today, guys. I will not be making a server at all. Throwback Iowa series on FS19. Maybe I'll like on Throwback Thursdays if I wanted to actually make something where we could consistently have it like twice a month or something, we could do that. But in the meantime, I think we're going to be occasionally doing Throwback Thursdays, and I'll just have to set it up. I'm going to go back and fix that. I thought I was going to catch that little spot, but apparently I didn't. Don't watch what I'm doing right now. I'm not a professional. I never was in the first place. Honestly, I have very little ever played any NBA game on the console, and I personally am not a big fan of basketball, so probably not. Oh, my bad. Thought I put it down. Don't break my beautiful tractor. It'll be fine. She'll buff. You like the combine in the background? Well, thank you. That is a S670, though. That's not the S780 that they sell now. That's the older one. S670 that's sitting up there. Fall asleep right now. Do not test me with a good time. And we are back. No, I do not play on console. We are playing on PC. I'm also not driving with any hands. Don't you backsass me. We have an 8430 that we could run, but that's currently hooked up right now to my 30-foot. That right now is hooked up to my 30-foot Sunflower. I'm not going to lie, I could have fallen asleep. If I had, like, Christopher Cross playing in my ears right now, I probably could fall asleep. No, this map is not on FS19. This map was made in FS22. Console needs better mods. Well, console needs to understand that they basically run about the same, if not better, than some computers. So if Giants would quit having to stick up their rear end and mods that actually don't have errors, bring them over. But I'm also not in charge of that, so Giants will be Giants. That's why I go PC, get third party. I'd say for average amount of hours of sleep that I get in a night, could range from 5 to, could average from anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. 4 to 6, sometimes 8 if I'm really lucky. I couldn't tell you the best PC, bud. I'm not a computer guy. I'll tell you how much of a computer guy that I'm not. I didn't even keep this thing clean because I didn't know what it was. This is the filter on the bottom that goes to my power supply. This thing was just completely black right here. I was like, oh, that's probably why we had our decals not wanting to show up correctly. So my PCU was basically going trying to breathe through a wet rag for like 4 months. I do not watch Sony Farms. You have a... Hey, Ron. Hey, thank you, buddy. I hope you're having a great day as well. We're having a fun stream so far. It's just been a lot more low intensity. We're having just some generic fun. I love it. You got a gaming PC? Nice. You related to Welker Farms? Awesome. How do you run skid loaders and loaders on the tractor with the steering wheel? So you just... you drive it with this, because we got a G27 for the steering wheel. And then the Logitech button box just out of view. I'll pan over quick. I also have one of these. So that joystick is how I run the skid loader, the bucket, and the arms. Playing basketball, listening to the stream? Nice. I do know that Subway has a foot-long cookie. I've wanted to go get the foot-long churro, but I can't eat that kind of stuff anymore because it's too much sugar and it'll make my head hurt and my gut, like, scream. Big Bud 450? I think we actually have the Big Bud Series 3 in this. Pretty sure I do. Every YouTube channel other than myself, I'm a big fan of Junkyard Digs, Western Champlin, Chris Fix, Scotty Kilmer, and Welkers. Favorite farming channel has to be Welkers. Favorite mechanic channel, probably, I don't know. It's a tie between Scotty and Chris, and then, like, just more fun. Oh, and Cletus McFarlane. You can't forget Cletus with his pit bike. Oh, that's so much fun. But for, like, fun, nonchalant people, Weston Chaplin, as well as Chris Fix. No, Chris Fix. My head's all over the place. Have I ever golfed? I've golfed twice in my life. I've went to Top Golf once as well. So I don't necessarily film with Grant as much anymore due to the fact that I'm trying to work on building my own channel, building my own name, building my own brand, and to do that, I have to basically separate off and put more time into my channel, which leaves me less time to go work with him and Nate. It's not that I don't like them, it's not that I don't want to do anything with them, it's that I simply just don't have the time that I used to anymore. We got push-ups, though, in 4 minutes. Cole the Cornstar? I've actually met Cole. Cole's a pretty good guy. Pretty great guy, actually. I talked with him, and I can't remember what his wife's name is, but I've talked with them at Farm Progress the last 2 years now. The only real reason that they full-blown remembered me was because of the fact that, like, hey, you guys remember the dude you shot paintballs at last year at the one party? Yeah, that's me. Like, oh, we know who you were. They're really fun people, though. Met Junkyard Diggs at that party, too. You'll do push-ups later? Well, I gotta do the push-ups in 3 minutes. So we're definitely going to drop down and do that. I am pretty excited, though. Has the stream actually been super smooth, though, today, guys? For the quality of the stream compared to what it's been in weeks past, since we are only doing YouTube today, how has the stream been? Has it been very consistent, very smooth? Are we having a good time with that? No, I am not married. When's my next stream? We'll probably be streaming on Monday night via TikTok. Duffy Ag, I've heard of them. But I don't really watch that channel. Very smooth, fantastic. I finally kind of got the internet situation figured out, and I think it came down to I was running too many things on it at once, and it's like, as good as it is, I have to figure out how to actually configure things to make them work. You're at a rodeo? That actually sounds like a lot of fun. I honestly think part of the reason that I'm very tired this morning is I did not have breakfast, and I tried to slam a very, very late and very bad dinner last night. I had a bowl of oatmeal, and I didn't even finish it before I started streaming on TikTok. Then I had 2 granola bars at like 11 o'clock. Didn't fall asleep until 3 a.m., and then we got up this morning and we didn't even eat anything. So yeah, we're starting our day off correct. We're starting it off the best way you can, not taking care of yourself. Make sure you guys take care of yourself. No, I do not live with my parents. I have actually been on my own, living in my own apartments. Well, apartment. So I live in an apartment complex. But I've lived in my own apartment since 2 weeks after I graduated, and that was in 2021. So I've literally been paying my own way since I left with a diploma. I have welded before. I haven't really welded since I was in high school, but I bet if you put a welder in my hand and you gave me about half an hour, I could probably figure out a pretty good weld. Or at least a half-decent one where I wouldn't need to use the grinder as bad. I do not have a girlfriend, at least that I know of. Jerry, do I have a girlfriend? No? I'm a lonely sack of garbage? Okay, gotcha. Even the pineapple's making fun of me. We got at least a minute and 20 seconds, though. No, we got less than a minute. We have 30 seconds before we got to do the push-ups. All right, Crod, I will be looking for your post today, buddy. Get your push-ups in, and I'll make sure I like it, all right? And also, get that camera angle shot where you can get your form in. You're cheating. You're not getting your whole body in that shot. You got to see the form. How many ex-wives do I have? Oh, this is such a good song. What diploma do you get? I was a high school graduate. It's a high school diploma. That's about it. But no. Crowd, I'll definitely be looking at that for your short. Braden Price, I've heard of them. I've heard of him. I don't really watch him. I've seen a few stuff. All those other extra channels, I never really... It's just they never really popped up in my feed. Yeah, I'm 21. What's my favorite color? My favorite color is red. Which is kind of convenient because I'm from a bleed red state. What's my favorite farm sim channel? I'm not gonna lie. That's a tough question. I honestly really don't know about that. I never really thought about that. My favorite farm sim channel. It used to be Daggerwin. Like, it probably still is, but I always liked Daggerwin's Survival Farm series when he started that. That's what really got him his name. I do like Jake's stuff. Jake's been pretty good with his ATS content. I want to start working more with him. No, I do not have a job outside of YouTube. YouTube is a full-time content creation career that I have basically fully embarked on, and now we have TikTok in as another part of that business. So basically, I'm becoming more of a social media streamer. We're slowly almost shifting into a streamer style of a setup. To be honest, guys, when it came to the education stuff, I didn't graduate at the top of my class. I was in the bottom half. I was right in the middle. I think I was a CB average. I was a CB average student. Problem was that my mother taught radiology in college for 25 years, and the college grade scale was different from my high school's. My high school scale was way higher rated than the college stuff. Like, in college, an 80 is considered a B. In my school, it was considered a C. So you already were screwed by the time you started. Yes, I do know Shrek Wazowski. Used to talk with him quite a bit. Honestly, I kind of forgot about that, buddy. I just went to a small town school. I wasn't my class I graduated with was 50 people. And we were one of the bigger classes of the entire thing, so I think the next class that left, or the class before us, only had like 30. We're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We're almost done with our first of 2 fields we got to lay anhydrous on for corn next year, and then we are set to go. YouTube is always arranging. There's never a set amount of money you can make off of it. That's why I always tell everybody, just become creative, start working your way outside the box, and just keep grinding, because there's people that could easily be making 10, 15 grand a month on this, and then there's others that are only making 110 bucks. It's never a set number. You finally caught alive? Well, fantastic, bud. Glad you could have stopped by and seen us today. We were having a great time. I was like, never mind. I saw something. I thought I was missing it. We are currently right now at 230 viewers and 180 likes. If we can get over that 200 like mark, that would be absolutely fantastic, being an hour and 3 minutes in. I hope you guys are having a great time on this Saturday morning. Almost going to be afternoon in about 45 minutes. For at least me, it's 11:42. We have to roll our way back over to the next field, which is field 29, if I'm correct. As we laid anhydrous on... Oh, never mind. We still got to do field 10, too. Dang it. We're going to book it down to 39, though, because 10's closer to my main farm. I watched the first half of the Super Bowl, and then I went out and... I went out to a... what would they classify that as? A dance hall, and I did line dancing and swing dancing stuff. Just kind of has, like, it's like my disconnect day. Sunday's the day where I could just kind of go out and have a relaxing evening. Friday night, it was more of I go to the Grove and work with Greg. If you guys know Greg Music, I've talked about him quite a few times. Do I miss the FSN days? I kind of do, but the problem with that is that, Grant, you're a content creator, so everything has to be, we got to have it now, we got to have 15 different things, we can't grind it out. Like, Grant, it just wouldn't have worked for Grant's style of content. Dylan! Dylan coming in with the hey. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Dylan, you should definitely hit that Lord Farquaad button. We got a new emoji. I swapped out the Jerry in a lawn chair, and I put in Lord Buckwad. Duramax has got his old little Buckwad emoji, though, and he still says he's here. Appreciate you being here, bud. Southeast. If you're referring to down by like Humboldt, Table Rock, Nebraska City, and Falls City, yes, I've been down there quite a few times. This is actually where the farm is. The Nebraska Farm Series is based out of southeastern Nebraska. Like, it's down in that Humboldt, Auburn, Table Rock area. There's a map coming out for, what's the name of that county? Oh, it's gonna drive me nuts. Nemaha. I think it's Nemaha County, but it's literally Auburn, Nebraska. It's like the north side of the city. You're ranching? Hey, that's all right. Push-ups. We are 6 minutes late on the push-ups. How dare you guys not keep me up to date on that? So if you guys are new to the Buck live streaming platform, what we are doing right now is the Buck's Gym segment of our live stream, where every half hour we are live. We do 10 glorious push-ups to keep ourselves active, up, and moving. I am, however, 6 minutes late, meaning I have to add 6 additional push-ups to the end of this little 10 that we got to do. We're going to drop down, do our 16 push-ups, and then we will get right back to moving over and getting anhydrous laid. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Fantastic. Let's keep our way rolling with laying anhydrous on the ground. And if you guys haven't already, please consider hitting that little like button and possibly giving a drop and a subscribe. We're on the race to 100,000 public subscribers by the end of this year, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Devon, I remember you, buddy. You're coming in from the TikTok stream. Devon was actually the first channel subscriber on the TikTok side of things, so thank you, buddy. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. We're back on Nebraska Farm Series, though, laying some anhydrous ammonia. There we go. Just playing some farm sim? Hey, that's all right. Well, why don't you do that? Why don't you start the channel that has Big Dodge Guy? I do not do logging. I honestly, personally hate logging in this game. Major Pain Style, Tubby. Why would you say that? Hey, Tubby. You like the content, buddy? I appreciate that. When am I going to play with Grant? I honestly really don't know. Why do I change hats? Because if I do this, there are all just hats. There's like 50 of them back there. Well, 40 of them at least. And I always like to switch between them, so we can kind of just have a different brand on my head every now and then, just for the fun of it. It's a way to kind of just cycle through the hats and keep them, have a use for all of them, I should say. Here is a 20. Oh, we got a couple roses, though, coming in from Amy. Thank you. And Duramax with the Nebraska Farm Series. You have gum today? I need to get some gum. I need to get something to eat. I did not eat breakfast, and my gut is starting to, like... I don't do logging in farm sim, period. The only kind of logging that I will do is like tree work. Like if I need to go clear out a couple trees for the farm, or I need to do something where I'm like trimming trees for a landscape video, that's literally the only tree work that I do. Other than that, I don't do logging at all in this game. How much do I bench? I honestly don't know anymore. I'd have to go back to the gym and actually check. The most I think I've ever been able to bench was either 250 or 265. But that's it. I mean, of course, that's still quite a bit, but upper body was never my thing. Lower body was where I always did stuff. When I was a senior, when I was a freshman in high school, I couldn't bench more than 125, but I could squat 315. I was like, yep. We are a lower body machine, and then from that point on, we worked it all the way up. I think the most I ever did was 375. 375 or 380 was the most I ever squatted. We got Jerry and the Uncle Buck. Devon coming in with the Uncle Buck. You're not... Oh, I'm not... Oh. Tubby? What, Tubby? Nobody calls me Tubby! I love Patrick Starr. Nah, I honestly didn't even know that's what you were referring to. You know, the calves, though. Everybody always says that I got big legs. I'm like, bro, I'm short. That's the only reason that they look that big. My favorite thing to do? Honestly, just sometimes relax. I like to think. I really like to just sit down and think. You have parts for them. Well, here's the problem with them. Them has to include an entire motor. My day has been pretty great so far, though. We're very tired. I need to go get something to eat, but for right now, we're going to get our job done for the day, and then we'll be able to take care of ourselves. Get the rest of the day off, maybe. Might pop back on, work on some stuff for the channel. There's our 8430. That's right now hooked up to the 30-foot Sunflower. Might go rip around in that for a little bit at some point, but we still got to lay anhydrous. We got a job to do. You bench 180 and squat 150? Hey, keep it up, man. Keep it going. No, we are not going live on TikTok today. We only stream Saturdays on YouTube. That's what I'm going to set it as. We'll stream TikTok throughout the week as many days as I can, and we're going to shut those streams off at 10 o'clock so that way I can get a good, adequate amount of sleep. And then after that, we'll hopefully be streaming live on YouTube on the weekends. Or the weekend. Yours won't work. Okay, so if you have, because mine's a Logitech G27. To get certain wheels like the G27, the G29, and probably Thrustmaster has it too, or Moza, I can't remember how you say it, but they all have like built-in softwares that you have to get on your device. Or if you're on PlayStation, sometimes wheels aren't compatible, like PlayStation, Xbox, some wheels aren't compatible. To make sure that for whatever wheel you got, there's not like a software you need to have on your computer to have the computer recognize that the wheel's plugged in. What's up, Lord Farquad? Bro, I'm tired. I was talking with a buddy. Well, not a buddy. I was talking with a guy on Facebook Messenger about some ATS mod stuff. I didn't even go to bed till 3 a.m. Like, I looked at the clock and it was like 2:45. I'm like, buddy, it's way too tired for this stuff. I can't be doing that. What wheel should you get for your Xbox? Definitely a G29 or possibly a Thrustmaster. I don't know what the Thrustmaster model numbers are, but there is that. I do like bacon. We will not be going live tomorrow. And Jack coming in with the 99-cent super chat is your 5th super chat on the live stream. Thank you, buddy. I do appreciate that. But not Farm Sim. Also, make sure in your settings that you have game pads enabled. That is another thing. Sometimes I know back in the old days, you literally had to select a button that said allow game pads. The official Uncle Buck? Well, thank you guys. I do appreciate that. My sister's very happy, and I know I'm sure he's doing well right now. I haven't been able to check in on him for a while. Where's the button to put the galaxies in the chat? YouTube does not have the ability to do galaxies, but when we stream on TikTok again, guys, so Jack right there. Jack actually has a TikTok himself that he is working on, and he's going to be working on starting streaming and making either farm sim content or just more content in general. He's going to have to work on his vocabulary, and you know exactly what I mean. But what he is also doing is he is now my Galaxy Jack. So he gifted 4 or 5 galaxies in a row last night. What's the map? We are on... Oh, right. That's what I was going to set up. I was going to set up, like, text and stuff so you guys know what map we're on. I'll have to get that ready for next weekend. But we have... Yeah, Jack has basically become Galaxy Jack now. How can we be friends? You could help support the live stream. We all have fun and we sing Kumbaya. You guys being here means we're all going to be doing... We're basically friends. You're making a farm from scratch on Tahitian County? Nice. How do you make vehicles not turn over right away like you do in some of your videos? If you're talking about vehicles that are probably ones that I have modded, if there's one thing that I have dedicated myself to is that I do not do the fancy like dynamic suspension that everybody does. Center of mass, the mass of the vehicle itself, and the suspension of a vehicle are three very crucial segments into how to make those vehicles handle the way they do. My 80s square body Chevy is by far the best handling vehicle that I have made to date. How do you help support the live streams? So there are a few ways you can do it. If you want, there is the ability to join the channel's membership tiers. There is a channel tier that is 99 cents on my YouTube that you unlock. You get that little green tag on your name. It is 99 cents a month. But Luke is now joining in on the Uncle Buck supporter. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. We got our brand new member today. We have 3 brand new members, but that helps you unlock all of the custom emojis. I also will shout out and say your name. Maybe not a channel shout out, but at least I say your name. You get all of the, it's like 25 emojis that we got for the channel. And it's priority response to the comments, as long as I can see them. And then the other way is the super chats, which is just like how Jack did there. He goes, hey, 99 cents, blah. But you don't have to do that because we are all here to have fun. That is a donation that if you are wanting to do that, that is up to you. It is not required. We're here to have fun. I do have a Snapchat, but it is my own Snapchat, and I do not have a public Snapchat. I really only use it to contact people I don't have their phone numbers for. Hola, Def and X2K. How are you doing today? We will not be going live tomorrow, guys. We are Sunday is my day off. We rest on the 7th day. From Finland, hey, let's get a roll call coming in here. We got 215 people, 220 likes. So if you guys want to know, I am from Nebraska, as said on my shirt. I'm from the eastern side of the state. Where are we all coming from? I really wish we could play Jump Around right now for all my Wisconsin viewers. We had some fun with that. Indiana from Holt. Cameron's from Iowa. Dalton's from Iowa. Oklahoma. Iowa with Dylan. Zenith from Lafayette, Indiana. Scott from Wisconsin. Humboldt, Nebraska. You want to know somebody? You might actually know exactly what the farm I'm playing on is. You might recognize it. You got Texas, Virginia, Easton, I don't know where that's at. Lithuania, Canada. Yo, what's up? Arizona from Jesse. Iowa again. Mississippi, Lafayette, Indiana. Tennessee. Tecumseh. I know where Tecumseh's at. Missouri, Wisconsin, South Dakota, Lincoln. Hey, I've been to Lincoln quite a few times. I don't know. I might actually even be in Lincoln today. Nova Scotia. Yo. Connecticut for now. Yo, that's all right, Aaron. Ontario, Florida, Missouri, Wisconsin. Yo, jump around. Southern Omaha, Kansas. I never heard of that. How do you join the members? So the members is a paid subscription. You could join that for 99 cents a month at the bottom tier, but you get access to all of the custom emojis that you see in the chat by any of our wonderful members. If any of the members in the chat can drop all of those emotes in the chat right now, you guys can see those. I just added a new one last night. Well, in reality, swapped one, and that is the Lord Buckwad. So I basically went and photoshopped my face on Lord Farquad, and that's now an emoji. But Chris is coming in with all of the pineapples for Jerry the Pineapple. I feel bad, I just basically shouted out, but every now and then I might slip up. I'm pretty tired, so congratulations to the lucky shout out today. It's going to be 71 on Tuesday. It's going to be like 60, 71 today. I have been to Minnesota. I have been to Mankato. Went skiing up there a few years ago. My favorite tractor is a John Deere 5020. How do I make the emojis or upload them? That is through the YouTube Studio. I have to go into my monetization stuff for the membership tier, and then I edit my perks that you guys get. And then I have access to, like right now, I think it's if we get 2 more members, then I can add another emoji, because you have to have a certain amount, and then you just start unlocking more slots. There's multiple ways to get the membership. People also have the ability to gift them, but That's not a guaranteed way to get them. You have to go to my homepage and then go to the membership tab, or I think there's a link down in the description that you can join that. But again, you guys don't have to do that. That is a paid monthly thing. There's $1 that comes out of your account every month if you go and sign up for that bottom tier. So please do not feel like you have to do that. That is an option for you guys to do it if you want to support the channel even more. What age did I start YouTube? I probably was a sophomore in high school when I started this. Or at least I kind of got into it. I've been doing the modding since I was in 8th grade. So like 12? No. Yeah, 12, 14. Now I'm 21. No. I've been doing it since I was probably like 14 or 15. Top 3 favorite tractors: John Deere 5020, Alice Chalmers D21, and I'm sorry, it used to be the Oliver 1755, but I kind of forgot about this tractor, so it worked its way into my heart. But the Ford 3600, the tiny little utility tractor I use as the auger tractor on my old school save, and hay tractor on the stream save for TikTok. I'm 21. Fendt? Yeesh. It's not that I don't like Fendt, it's that I really know nothing about them, and they're German tractors. I'm not really a big German agriculture guy. I've sat in a Fendt though too, and it's like, holy cow, these controls are so confusing. But I'm also used to seeing Deere and Case where it's like super simple. Honest opinion, and CT, how you doing, buddy? Diesel Boy coming in with all the custom emojis. I gotta get my buddy. I gotta get Greg's crown emoji in here. I gotta swap out the Royal Grove for a crown. So I want to say, can we get a crown in the chat? You guys can just go put Greg's crown in the chat. Ah, yes, Scotland forever. You still can't find the membership? If we got a moderator in the chat, if you guys want to put the link to that, or how they could possibly join that if they wanted to, if we get that link put in the chat, that'd be great, please, because I'm kind of preoccupied at the moment. Favorite case tractor? I don't really have a favorite case tractor. I take that back now. That 715 quad track that's coming out, that one's awesome. But if we're talking older case, probably a 706 Farmall with the ice cream box cab and a narrow front trike. I love those. Devon has gifted 1 Rentalman membership to the channel. Thank you, Devon. I appreciate that, buddy. And that has went to Cash for the donation. So Cash, welcome to the Rentalman Club for the month. I do appreciate having you guys on board. I was not at the National Farm Machinery Show, but I was at Husker Harvest Days for a day. I want to be able to spend more time at those trade shows, but I basically have to I have to go on my own, and I have to be able to, like, logically find a place to stay. Next YouTube live stream will be next weekend on Saturday. We only stream one time on YouTube, but then the rest of the week on weeknights, we try to, as many as I can, stream on TikTok. And I will be shutting those streams off at 10 o'clock at night, starting at about 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Do a drive your tractor to school day? I've been hearing that it's been going around. I don't think our area does it until March somewhere. I have no idea what day I went to Husker Harvest Days, buddy. It's been over a year. It's been closing in on the year of going to that. Well, at least for the summer-wise. I try to go on the busy day, but the problem is that show hasn't, like, performed nearly as well because John Deere basically, like, pulled out of Husker Harvest Days. It's my favorite combine. So my favorite combine is the John Deere S680, and I don't really have any other ones because I don't know combine model numbers. Alice Chalmers 180? That's a pretty good tractor. Kira coming in with all of the beautiful emojis as well. What's the best console truck? Agrotono's Chevrolet 3500. I love that truck. Well, for you guys, it'd be a Lizard, but when it's on PC, you can get it as a Chevy. I bet that thing was hard to navigate in the parking lot. My favorite NFL team is the Arizona Cardinals, and I have a lot in common with their quarterback. We both come up short on a lot of things. I really only use Discord anymore, guys, for my own file transfers and basically talking to people that I need to do business stuff with. I do not have a, like, fan Discord. I'm, like, business-oriented a lot of the time anymore. Ugh. We're able to get a GPS on after this, though. I'm gonna have to bring down the anhydrous trailer after this. Yeah, I do have it made. It's right here. I do everything. Literally, I cook, I clean, I sleep, I game, I work. Everything you guys see that I do on my channel and for my life, I literally have to do myself. No, this is not an open server. This is my own save game. Best combine for console, couldn't tell you. Probably JHHG's or Custom Modding's S series. That or it'd be the Axial Flow series that came out. I don't think anybody's put out a New Holland CR series yet, but I honestly want to try that out. No, I'm not going to be able to join your public, guys. I'm going to bed after I get done with this. I got to go eat and get the day started. It is Buck. Hated by neighbors. Yo, that's what my neighbors do. They hate me. Especially that one guy that became the new Galaxy dude on TikTok. He hates me a lot. What about the X9? I still prefer the look of the S series in reality. 239 likes. Yo! That is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really worried about the YouTube like counter anymore because when we go on TikTok, I set a like goal and it doesn't even matter. We hit it anyway. Last night we hit a record high for the entirety of the stream. We finished off that stream with like 710,000 likes. You guys went absolutely nuts and like broke your thumbs. And we did that in only 3 hours. We did 700,000 in 3 hours. Do you know how many times you had to hit the button to do that? 700,000 times in 3 hours. It was nuts. Uh-oh. Yeah, but it's still deer. Push-ups. We got push-ups in 2 minutes. Thank you for the reminder. My 80 square body Chevy. That's my personal favorite farm sim mod for truck-wise. It's just the one that I did the most like sophisticated work for optimization and level of detail. Jerry. Can we get some pineapples in the chat for Jerry? Jerry the Pineapple here. He's chilling with us. He's advertising the Rental Man merchandise you guys can get on the spread shop. I'm gonna switch my hat back to the deer. There will be live streaming on TikTok. We will be live on TikTok probably again starting Monday, but we're going to do it probably from 7 o'clock till maybe a little after 10. I got to shut it off at about 10 o'clock just because I need to keep up on my rest. We got to make sure we stay healthy. And if we're not staying healthy, then we're not keeping ourselves good. When's the next hay farm? I couldn't necessarily tell you because the hay farm just came out. It'd probably be about at least a month before we might get another one, or hopefully 2 weeks, but I highly doubt it. It'd probably be about a month or so before the next one. We'll be cutting hay probably next time. I'm going to grab my Prairie State hat, though, quick. Oh boy, hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. I saw something going up there. Hilltop Farms, thank you. Welcome to the OG Mr. Boomnastics Club, part of the thing. And CT Gaming, welcome for 3 months in the Riddleman Club and coming in with all the emojis. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Wait, did I miss somebody else that joined as a member? Oh, that's right. No, we had Cash that joined in. Push-ups. Yes, yes, indeed. Thank you. So if you guys have not been a part of the Randleman Buck streams, what we do every half hour of our stream is we do 10 push-ups to keep ourselves active, up, and moving. We're going to drop down to our 10 since we are not late, and hopefully by the time I'm done, we'll be able to turn around on this pass. Let's drop down and do our 10. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Let's keep ourselves rolling. We will do our next push-ups, hopefully, in the next 30 minutes. We are going to be on gym day number 20 when we do our push-ups for today. You know what? I'm going to switch hats again. Means that we already wore the deer hat once. I'm not going to probably be switching hats a whole bunch this stream. Opinions on turtles? Turtles are awesome. Holt coming with all the custom emojis. Squad and I are cool. Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's run on the inside for a little bit. I do not work at the deer dealership. I just work with Prairie State Tractor. Where did Jerry get his hat from? Jerry got his hat from the Riddleman Spread Shop. There's a couple different options you guys can actually get. Best RP on console? Well, this map's not on console, nor is this game. I'm on PC. If you're asking map, Griffin, Indiana is my personal favorite. Where's Gary the Goat? I don't have a Gary the Goat hat. I need to get a Gary the Goat hat. I do have merch. You guys go to if you guys click on my little icon down in the description down below, you guys can find a link to my Riddleman Spread Shop, where you guys can find an entire shop full of merch. You can find the hat that's on Jerry right now. I think that hat's like 20, 25 bucks. I can't remember exactly. But it comes in a couple different colors, and there's a handful of different designs with all the different logos. So check that out if you guys want to get yourself some Riddleman merchandise. Cheers for Jerry. What are we supposed to get, Jerry? We're not getting Jerry anything. Jerry's mean. Jerry's over here. He wants us always to have like 600-700 likes in a stream. We're like, bro, sometimes we have to get that many people in here, though. I can't. I'm like that little scene from Aladdin with Robin Williams when he's the genie. He goes, I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug, except I'm losing to a pineapple. Where's the stuffed goat? I haven't been able to get one yet. It hasn't fitting in the budget yet. I got my first 1,000 subscribers in like 5 minutes, because it was right when Grant said, hey, this is his channel. And yeah, I didn't really have the chance to naturally build a channel. I just kind of got thrown into the ring and went, yeah, here you go, here's your channel, go for it. I have no idea what I'm doing, had no idea how to edit, no idea how to record, no idea how to post, and I was barely learned how to mod at that point. So I'm like, bro, what am I supposed to do? When did you start your channel? I think this channel started in 2018, but it didn't get the Riddleman Buck name until 2019. Actually, we might have started doing this in 2017. I used to run under the name Mr. Boomnastic, still do it with all my accounts and stuff. Like, if I were to make an account that says, like, what do you want your username to be? I still do Mr. Boomnastic. I don't put in the Riddleman. The Riddleman is only really my head name of the account on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. But I don't do anything with Twitch. It's just I just do that in case I pop into anybody's stream that might recognize the name. Yep, came across Grant mainly due to the mod stuff. I kind of learned how to do it, sent him some stuff, and worked my way up the ladder somehow. I still can't explain how I did it to this day. Jerry's the boss. Yes, he is. Push-ups? We already did our push-ups. So I'm using OBS, Open Broadcast System. That's the streaming software that I currently use right now to do this. It's really easy. It's pretty easy to set up, in my opinion. It took me about 2 months to get monetized with the influence from Grant. I just didn't have any videos. That's the problem I always tell you guys. Build your channel. Having the networking and the building and the growth of stuff to like make a YouTube channel, it's not really a problem. The problem is when you don't have any depth, you don't have any skill, and you don't have any like idea of what you're doing. I had absolutely nothing when Grant's like, hey, let's make you build a YouTube channel. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I've made tutorials on how to mod before in FS19. The problem is that, again, I don't have the time to do any of that stuff anymore because I gotta make mainline content. Now we stream on TikToks at night. It's like the content creation part is taking over and I can't do the mods like I used to. I could still make them. I could still pump them out like I did. I never lost the skill to do it. But I just don't have the time that I used to do it anymore. It's going pretty good. Editing software is HitFilm. There's two versions. There's a free version that I used for 5 years, well, every year up until like a year and a half ago, and that was HitFilm Express. It's the free version. You just got to have an account with them. And then the regular one is HitFilm Pro. That's what I use now. You just basically get all the features you bought individually with HitFilm Express. Jerry's the boss? What do you think of this for being the boss? Dang it, I missed him. You're not the boss, Jerry. I'm your boss. You pay me rent. I'm not a really big fan of NASCAR now. Sorry, Jerry. Sorry you had to see that. He backtalked me. Honestly, I don't really watch NASCAR very much anymore, so I don't really have a favorite driver. Back when Gordon raced, Gordon was my personal favorite for a while. Out of all the NASCARs that have ever raced on circuit, Jeff Gordon's 2007 or 2008 Car of Tomorrow that still had the wing, not the spoiler, the wing, that in the DuPont flame yellow 24 on the side of the door car, that is my favorite car of all time. How'd you get so many subs? A lot of blood, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears, and also a heck of a lot of luck. Because I worked side by side with Grant Hilbert, otherwise known as the Squad, and built my channel over these for how many years, and then I finally started to figure out what I was doing in October of last year, and I haven't stopped looking back since. You have to boil maple syrup? Yo, that sounds good right now. Bought a Farm All Age. Nice. Our day's going pretty good. We're pretty tired. Been having a really long week with streaming. Kind of trying to figure out a system for that, and I think we might have kind of found out what we're going to be doing. Just so we can keep ourselves up and rolling and healthy, because I can't really afford to get unhealthy. I want to keep providing content for you guys, but I have to stay healthy if I'm going to do that. Take care of yourself, guys. Drink lots of water. Bobby Labonte? I did too. I liked his Interstate Pontiac. There are dirt racing tracks in Nebraska. The ones that I know of, I don't know if it's still open, but there was Eagle Raceway, I-80 Speedway down by Greenwood, Nebraska, right off the interstate. What other ones do we got? Those are the only two that I've been to. The rest of them I necessarily wouldn't know. I know there's got to be more. But is he really the best farm boy? If he is, then I apologize for anything. I don't apologize for anything less. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Chocolate milk's better than water? Yeah, but water's like better for you just hydration-wise. I think there was something out there that says like a chocolate milk's kind of like wine. Like a thing of chocolate milk's actually like good for you. Oh, it's got chocolate in it. Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's like good for your... It's like actually good for you sometimes. Not in bulk, but just a little bit. I-80's been closed? Dang it. You're from TikTok? All right. Thank you for carrying over, buddy. I appreciate that. We're just getting a little bit lower intensity today. We are on the Nebraska Farm Series save. What is your life? Again, I have no idea. I don't do any of that stuff, guys. I wasn't fun when I grew up. I was a hermit. I've gone out and ridden four-wheelers and stuff, but I wouldn't know any of the names and the makes and the models. I know I like a Kawasaki Mule as the indestructible beasts that they are, but that's about it. Oh, it's by far easier to read TikTok. It's by far easier to read the chats on YouTube. I can actually like keep up with you guys. On TikTok, it's 400 miles an hour the entire night. I mean, don't get me wrong. Also, when we have Red Solo Cup playing and everybody's putting a red cup in the chat and you can't read what anyone else is asking, it does tend to be a little bit all over the place, but nope, for a day like today, we're having that. Just kind of feels nice, though, to just sit back and relax and have a little bit slower pace. Because last night we went wild. We ended the stream last night wild. I love water. I'm the best, bud. I appreciate that. I feel like I got a long way to go and I got a long way to work to make what I want happen, but you know, that's all right. I like work in progress. Eventually, at some point, we could do a Forza stream, but for right now, we gotta stick to farming. Farming's what pays the bills. It'd be easier to do like a TikTok stream for another game, because then that way we can just have fun, and it's like we're doing it multiple nights of the week. YouTube, you kind of got to stay with what your channel was based on. TikTok will throw anything that you do out in the algorithm if you're fun and you do it right. YouTube's very, very picky. Well, I kind of almost am thinking of shifting more towards the TikTok platform. Now, what you got to get yourself is some diet water. Get yourself some diet water. That's where it's at. Buddy, we've been doing almost 90 push-ups a day for the last 5 days. I am absolutely just dead. My back hurts, my arms hurt, my chest hurts. It's good, but it's like, oh, good heavens. And then I haven't really... Last night was probably the worst night's sleep that I've had in a while. You gotta go? All right. Well, thanks for stopping by, bud. For boat videos, it'd probably be more towards the summer months. I like to do a lot of content on this channel in seasonal aspects. Only certain series that I'll play really revolve around being within the winter. Revolve around being seasonally inaccurate. I'm not done Buck's Gym yet. We're gonna do Buck's Gym after this, but I'm gonna get something to eat for breakfast first because I have yet to eat breakfast. Favorite tractor is a John Deere 5020. I'm not saying we're going to completely get rid of YouTube. We're still growing to get that 100,000 subscribers. If you guys want to help on that trip, be sure to drop a like in the stream and hit that little subscribe button down below. I'm just talking about, like, if we're going to be doing random other games for streams, YouTube might solely become all farming simulator content or occasional, like, Sunday Funday stuff, and then the Randleman Bulk channel, which is my secondary channel that I do all, really right now, the only content that's on it is the Buck's Gym. Then we do, like, the fun stuff being Forza, a lot more American Truck Sim, BeamNG, Madden, Call of Duty, whatever it was. We just do that on TikTok. I'm trying to work on building my own name, my own brand, and my own stuff. And to do that, I have to separate from working with those guys just because of time constraints. You have returned. Well, welcome back. Why do I make such good videos? Well, honestly, if that's what you're thinking that they are, then I appreciate that. I try my best to pretty much put the content out that I myself would want to watch, but I also know that I like to do, since I'm a full in-house operation, every video that you guys have watched on this channel, all 530 plus videos, every single one of those that went out the door were worked on by me. No one else edited them. The only video with exceptions, the very first video, that was recorded by Austin. Everything else from that point on is me learning how to do the process. Nope, I do not make console mods. I do still talk to Jake, though. One of your videos finally hit 1,000 views? Yo, that's a way to keep grinding. Keep going, buddy. Make it happen. Get a video that hits 2,000 now. No, I do not make console mods, nor will I be putting the General Lee on console. I do not make console mods. I am a John Deere personnel. Speaking of that, we gotta switch this thing back around. Let me get this one started quick, and then I'll look at the chat again, guys. I kind of got off on the track. So my football team that I prefer for college is Nebraska, because I'm a Husker guy. We only really have Nebraska around where I'm at, but NFL is the Arizona Cardinals. I honestly, mine's an Apex gaming PC. It's a pre-built one. It's a Squad Plus. I'm not a computer guy, so I couldn't really tell you. If you know what you're doing, I'd recommend just building your own. But otherwise, yeah, I couldn't tell you a whole lot. I know what some of the stuff in my computer is, but when it comes down to like statistics and analytics, I couldn't tell you that to save my life. I know just enough to be dangerous. I'd honestly like to have the farm be right around where I'm at. There's a lot of like hay ground kind of where I am because we have a lot of cattle farmers around me. But yeah, honestly, I would like to have it where it was like my old homeowners on the UMRV, where I got a house that has a paved driveway because I do like my cars. I want to keep my cars. I want to keep them nice. I want to keep them clean. No rock chips, no dust, as best as possible. But then I have something in the back where it's like there's a 5020, the D21, and then just some older hay equipment. Just make some old bales. You had 10K one of yours? Nice. Yeah, well, actually, for anybody who wants to know, the short that I made that you're referring to, where I said I was sleeping during the work site, that actually happened. That is real. I completely fell asleep on the job at work. I was rooting for Detroit to go to the Super Bowl. I was real sad when that didn't happen. What lake do I go to in real life? The only, like, lake that I've really ever been to. Well, this is not even really considered a lake. That's not even a lake. That's basically a pond. I've been to, what's the name of that lake? Mahoney State Park? I can't remember what the name of that lake is. I want to say it's Lake Mahoney, but I've been out there before on the interstate. That's a pretty nice place. We were just recording. I think it was one of the farming videos. I was waiting for mods to download because I had crud internet back then. You're gonna head out? Alright, you have a good one, buddy. No, I have not. Nate was losing his head, though. Nate and Grant, though, were just like, there's no way he just fell asleep. There is absolutely no way this dude legitimately just fell asleep. I was playing American Farming, just sitting there, and then I was loading something. I pressed the button to hire a worker on the combine, and then I just sat there and I was looking at the screen, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, what happened to the field? And then I go, what's going on? And Nate just starts dying laughing, and Grant's like, did you honestly just fall asleep? I'm like, how long was I out? And he's like, at least 10 minutes. I was like, what? So yeah, I legitimately fell asleep at work. And also, fun fact to round out that story, the following day was the day that I lost the channel. Like, I was so tired that I went and did the business deal that went wrong through like a sponsorship thing, and then I lost the entire channel in a matter of an hour and 10 minutes the next day. Like, I fell asleep at work because I was that exhausted, and then I lost everything the next day. So yeah, it was a fun week. I do not have any boats. If I were to buy a boat, though, I want a pontoon. I want a pontoon with a relatively open front deck on it. Or a big enough, like, open space where you could almost have, like, a dance floor on. That would be awesome. I don't want a table. If I get a pontoon, I'm taking the table out of the middle. I'm making a dance floor out of the front of that thing. 24-footer Bennington. Saltwater series. It's my second favorite game. Either American Truck Sim, BeamNG, or Forza. Favorite truck on ATS? Western Star Lomax. That's my favorite semi. And that's the one I would use in ATS if I had one. Otherwise, that red Peterbilt 389 Viper that you guys see me use in the streams for that also I like it. We're doing pretty good today, Gary. We're having fun. Yeah, it's exactly like that pontoon. I honestly would like to get the pontoon I had in FS19 in real life. Like the brown pontoon with that tan seats in them. Oh, that thing looks nice. Yeah. Detroit really had a breakout season this year. I hope to see him back in the playoffs again next year. I honestly would. If my Cardinals can't be in, I'd root for the Lions. No, you are not able to join this game. This is my own private Nebraska save. I really wish I could redo that mod and do it again in 22, but again, it's a time constraint thing. But I'd like to know, like, some of the mods that I've done beforehand, like we did in the FS19 throwback video that we did for Thursday. I really would like to see the skill level of what I could do with those mods now that I did before. You're a Packers fan? All right. Okay, Mr. Cheesehead. I'm still going to stay down in Arizona. Look at all them Gary the goats. I need to get a goat. I need to literally look. Oh, hang on. What's going on with my camera here? It's like not focusing. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now, I need to get a giant goat. I need to literally make a giant goat, and we're going to name it Gary. Gary the goat. Go Chiefs. What state am I in? I am from Nebraska. We are closing in, though, on 300 likes, though, for this stream. We are currently at 288 likes. We have 5 brand new members that have very kindly joined us today, which means now we can unlock one more spot for another emoji. So if you guys haven't hit that little like button yet to follow, get the stream support, please consider doing that, as we are going to be live again on YouTube next weekend on Saturday, as long as nothing comes up. I always try to plan on streaming for Saturdays. What is the worst state? If we're talking about the worst drivers, I'd say Illinois. I'm sorry, but I have never in my life seen more people drive erratically than Illinois, and I wonder if it's because of the potholes that you guys have to go so fast that you just skip over them. When I drove to Marty's in Illinois, I swear everybody was going like 25 over the limit. It was hilarious. No one would get pulled over if you were speeding there. I am not in Illinois. I am in Nebraska. Camping videos are more reserved for the summer months. Late spring to early fall. I definitely prefer playing on PC. I played console once before, and it was on my PS3, which I still have to this day. I played FS15. It was the only game that I played on console. I was like, nope, we are never going back to that. No, 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 no. Florida has great people, all right? Florida has Florida men. You cannot deny that Florida is not the best state due to just Florida men. If you literally look up, here's the thing for you guys. Here's a little challenge for you. We just crested over 300 likes on the stream. Thank you guys so much for supporting and liking this. I appreciate all of you guys coming out here on this fantastic now Saturday afternoon. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. But continuing on with what I was saying on this, I have a challenge for you guys. Look up, go to google.com, and in the search bar, type your birthday and Florida man, and what article comes up. Don't tell the day, just what's the article's name? Like, what happened in Florida on your birthday? It's hilarious. I think mine was like some dude robbed a convenience store with a crocodile as a weapon, and then he got arrested because we got a DUI. I'm like, bro, what? You're in Florida right now? Uh-oh. This is going to be corn. We're currently right now laying anhydrous because this was previously bean ground. What time does the live end? Honestly, I think we're going to probably finish this. It's 12:35. We might go for 2.5 hours. No, I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to take a break again just to kind of be able to rest up and get ready for the week. We could either go for another half hour. Okay, I'll make you guys a deal. We will go for another full hour if we can hit 400 likes by that half hour mark. If we can hit 400 likes in the next half hour, I will stream for another, we'll be live for an hour. Or until we finish this field. Because I'll finish this field and we'll be live for an hour. You have a condo? Nice. Want to hear a dad joke? I don't know. It's usually pretty cheesy. No, we are not going to be on TikTok tonight. We only stream TikTok throughout the week, and we are going to be live on YouTube again next week. YouTube, we only stream on Saturdays, and TikTok, we're only going to stream throughout the week. Florida man slap with big mouth bass Billy. Florida man slap with big mouth Billy bass fish. Nice. 43-year-old woman killed 2 men. Oh, jeez. Best state besides Nebraska? I honestly don't know about that. Because my gut instinct's going to tell me to go and say Iowa because I've been over there so many more times. But I really don't want to say that. Well, actually, no, that means that Iowa's second best to Nebraska. So, yeah, Iowa. Man having some fun with stuffed Olaf at Target. Oh, no. Florida man accused of lashing a fast food worker over a lack of lettuce. Stabbed with scissors. Push-ups. We got push-ups in a minute. Thank you, though. What's my favorite steak and how... Oh. I'm not going to lie. I like me a good ribeye steak and cooked medium rare. If not, even closer to rarer. I like that thing still mooing sometimes. Police arrested man who claims playing basketball naked enhances his skill level. I love Florida men articles. They're so much fun. What's my favorite John Deere tractor? John Deere 5020. This is so much fun. I watched FS Live last night. If you guys watched and tuned into him, he ended up singing Barbie Girl in the Barbie World, and he did a good job. But I'm not gonna lie, he didn't get into the groove like we do. We get the groove going on when we do Barbie Girl in the Barbie World. We are gonna be planting corn in this. Got Andy Clean coming in with the RBT Joker. You have the laziest people. Uh-oh. Florida man sentenced with egg smuggling. What? Person to stream with? I don't necessarily know. I don't really work with a whole lot of people. We had FS Live on Discord call the other night. That was pretty fun. Look at all them Andy Cleans. It's either the 706 Farmall with the narrow front and the ice cream box cab or the brand new K715 quad track. Florida man arrested for assault with a woman with alligator? Yes. Ha ha. Ha ha. Lactose intolerant. That's a good one. Uh-oh. Time for push-ups. Yes, it is. Thank you guys for letting me know on that. So, if you guys are new to the Randall Man Buck live stream platform, what we do is this is the Bucks Gym segment of the day, which what that stands for is I do 10 push-ups every half hour to keep myself up and moving and stay active. And since we are not any minutes over, we do not have to do any extras. So let's get down, do our 10, and continue on with our anhydrous. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Let's keep our ball rolling. I am getting sore and sorer by the day. Let's see, what other caps do we got sitting over here? Let's go back to Alice Challenge for a little bit, shall we? This is one of my more favorite hats. What's the best map on PC for free? It really is kind of up to you, like what you want to play. I really like Middleburg for RP scenarios, and yeah, I like Middleburg for RP scenarios and like more of a community-based map. Hay farm stuff, I like Griffin, Indiana, and farming stuff, I like this one, Green Valley, Nebraska. We'll be fine. If we're missing just a hair bit, it's not going to kill us. International tractor, Farmall 706 with the narrow front trike and the ice cream box cab. Favorite version of FS? Probably FS22. Optimization, how much I've actually learned how to mod and do my job on this game over the years. I went back and played 19 and I was like, okay, there's quite a few things about this game that I really didn't like. I really only cared for the mods that I really had on there anymore and how I was able to script those. I could go grab my old international hat. Well, not old, but I got a Farmall hat. You gotta go? Alright, you have a fun one. Thanks for stopping by, bud. John Deere tractor. John Deere 5020. The website that I get that off of, if you're talking about the tractor, that's the 8345R from the in-game mod hub. Guys smuggled apples? Yo. The computer we have, it's a pre-built Apex gaming PC. It's technically a second generation Squad Plus. The inside, though, it's been upgraded. I don't know, like, the motherboard and all that stuff. I mean, I know my processor, my graphics card, and the storage amount that I got, but other than that, I couldn't really tell you. I don't make mods for console. Your great uncle worked for College Chalmers? Nice. I have not gone to any farm shows yet this year. My first farm show I'll probably go to this year, unless there's something else that comes up around me, is probably going to be... It probably will be Farm Progress. Broken ice cream machine. That's good. Yeah, problem is that I wanted to go to the National Farm Machinery Show. Or no, I wanted to go to the National Farm Machinery Show. I actually would have been there with Andy at John Deere, but I didn't have the time, the funds, and the preparations to even remotely think about going to that show. We're doing good. We're pretty tired. I'm starting to wake up a bit, but I'm also getting very, very hungry. I did not eat breakfast yet this morning, so I'm kind of living off water right now, and we're even getting low on that. No, this is not a console map. This is Green Valley, Nebraska. It's a 4X map by, I believe, DR modding. Oh, hello. Change log. I feel like it says, I can't remember if it's DR or DJ. DJ modding. DJ modding is the one that did this. DR is the one that did Tahiti County. Super Bowl wasn't really that bad in my opinion. I didn't watch the second half. I watched the entire first half and then the halftime show, and then I went out and line danced and square danced at a dance hall. This statement is probably more true than I want to admit. That if I had $1 for every time I've said no that I don't make console mods, I probably would have a bit of money. I could probably start a retirement fund with that money. Favorite NFL team? I am an Arizona Cardinals. You gotta go? All right, we'll see you, bud. We're just laying anhydrous right now because this is going to corn this year. This was originally a bean ground, so I'm just laying anhydrous. As for tillage stuff, I with a vertical till, I knocked down the corn stalks. Otherwise, I technically would do no-till. Keeps the soil a little bit more intact. Less of a dust bowl chance. I don't necessarily know how to help you on the fact that the maps aren't loading right. That's kind of like out of my league. Just to keep you guys up to date, though, what we are going to be doing right now is I'm going to either be finishing this field, or if we can get 400 likes by the time we hit the 3 hour and 30 or the 2 hour and 30 minute mark, we will be going for 3 hours in total. If we can get 400 likes by the time we get to 2.5 hours, I will be continuing the stream on for another half hour and ending it as a 3 hour stream. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be getting off, getting ready to go. It also depends if we're going to finish this field or not. I kind of want to do that. Favorite Ford truck? 2011 to 2016 Ford Super Duty, the last of the steel body Fords. 400 likes for Jerry? Yo, let's get 400 likes for the pineapple. But YouTube's just a lot less intense on this, and we just kind of get to relax while we did today's stream. And that's what I wanted to do. But if we get the 400 likes within the next, what would it be, 23 minutes, we will continue on the stream for another half hour. I have had a public server. Well, no, it wasn't a public server. I had a server at one point, but it was just to set up for like an RCC map. But I've never had my own public server. I've made one for like my own personal cross-platform, everybody can join stream server, but I haven't gotten that one back up and running in a bit. Are you going to one of those games? Nice. I feel bad. I see the fact that we have 6 new members, and I don't remember who the 6th one was. If you're still in here and you joined in and I did not say your name, I feel horrible. I thank you, buddy. But I cannot remember now who was the 6th person, and it's making me sad. Yes, it is definitely easier, and it's a lot more fun with a steering wheel. I cannot play Toby Keith. I'm not playing any copyright music. TikTok is where we do that. I can't pick between the two. I've worked with Jake my entire career that I did YouTube, and Grant gave me the best opportunity that I ever had on the face of the earth, and we've all worked together since. It's like saying, all right, let's make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but pick one. You can have a peanut butter or the jelly, but you gotta make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like, bro, you can't do that without both. So the buildings are gone on Tahiti County because you have to have the building pack that goes with it. There's like I think 10. It doesn't ever say they're required. That's my only pet peeve about it. Is I wish it was like, oh, you need these maps to make this map work correctly. There's a building pack you need to have for like the co-ops, some of the houses, the sheds. It's all like individual mods that were placed down. That's why you're able to sell the buildings. Yo, I'm your favorite YouTuber, buddy. I'm glad I can provide you some great content and a little bit of a disconnect from the world while we have some fun. I always like that, being able to... Bucks a Karen. Yes, I am. I am a grouchy, no good, selling waste of space that yells at you for parking in the wrong spot. But we got a pineapple, though. He's fun. Jerry's fun. Ever play with Clutch? I have played with Clutch. It's been a long time since I've played with Clutch, but Clutch is a really fun guy. Look at all them pineapples, though. I know. That zero-turn mod needs to be redone. The problem was that mod was made, like, way early in Farm Sim 22. If I were to redo the mower again, it would be done a heck of a lot different. I'd have it where the roll bar came back, the wheel setup on it would be different, it probably would have a bit better, smoother animations, the caster wheels wouldn't be broken. I don't have the time or the means necessary to go back and do it again. The Lord Farquaad post. Bro, it's actually an emoji now for all of the channel members. Both channel members on TikTok, or the channel subscribers on TikTok and channel members on YouTube, we all have the access to the Lord Buckwad emoji. Devon there coming in with the Buckwad emoji. I'm working on a next costume. Like, you guys know how I already have the Vector outfit? I'm working on one where I want to do Lord Farquaad. No, this game is not open. This is my own Nebraska Farm Series save. This is my own private game. Yep, absolutely. That's kind of the sucky part about it. Like, the only way to really combat it is if I stream TikTok and YouTube at the same time. But that usually causes some problems with the quality of the stream on YouTube side, mainly. So it's kind of like, pick one or the other, plus I can only have my camera live on one of the platforms at a time, unless I get multiple cameras. So I have to actually figure out a whole system if I want to do streaming on both of them and have the cameras and everything else. I have played with Stevio, if that's who you were referring to. I made your day. You called me a Karen. How's that making your day? Yeah, if you guys have not hit that like button, you can smash that like button and possibly subscribe down below. We rolled over 30,000 public followers last night on TikTok listening to Toby Keith, and it was right at the part when he starts going, "Red Solo Cup, you are not just a cup, you are my friend." And we literally cheersed to Red Solo Cup as we rolled over 30,000. It was the most beautiful thing on the face of planet Earth. I'm hoping we can do that with YouTube with the day that we hit 100,000 subs, but we still got a long way to go. We still got over 24,000 people left to go on that race. We're at 350. Yes, but we got to hit 400, remember? We got to get 400 people within the next 17 minutes. And then we'll continue the live stream for another half hour, making this a 3-hour stream. So the lines that we have right now, I am not touching the wheel. I'm not touching the pedals. I have cruise control on, and we are currently using guidance steering GPS. This tractor, I have all three of my main workhorse tractors. They are equipped with guidance steering systems. That way I can just have my lines be straight. If I was planting row crop ready corn, this would be so much nicer, because then they could actually follow my rows and they wouldn't be a pain in the neck. Make a John Deere M. I do not have the model for that, nor do I have really the time, and I actually don't make tractor mods. The only way I would make a tractor mod is if it was an old enough one that it didn't have a 3-point. It's the 3 points that I could never figure out how to script. Eventually, at some point, I'd like to be able to kind of like travel the world and just go and see some stuff. South Africa might actually not be a bad place to go visit, but I'm a homebody. I've actually never left the States. Heck, the furthest I've ever traveled, I think it was either Houston, Texas, Mankato, Minnesota, or Louisville, Kentucky. I've never been further left in the States unless like either flying or driving than, Lexington, Nebraska, and that's like halfway through the state. Grant and Spencer want me to go out to Colorado and Utah with them when they go snowboarding and snowboarding, but I'm just like, I can't do that right now. Oh, I have my... I always have to guess on my... Sorry for the cough there. I always have to guess on what my GPS buttons are, and I kind of just figured out what they are on my keyboard. I want to get it set up where I have, like, the screens and the buttons where you can logically just have, like, dedicated button boxes for stuff. But until then, I just kind of go with what I have set up as. Hunting or fishing? I'd go fishing before I went hunting. I've never been hunting, but I also don't really fish either. I will not be looking up the boat, bud. Sorry, we're going to keep on with the farm sim content. Guns N' Roses, hello, buddy. I also haven't flown on a plane in like 10 years. Everywhere I've gone, I've driven or ridden in a car. I would have said that the longest car ride that I have been on was the trip to Louisville and the trip that I rode down to San Antonio. No, I do not make tractor mods. ATS and Farm Sim. I use the button box in ATS as well. The buttons for the Logitech button box that are like the two blue triggers and the green triggers, those are my window controls. So when I roll down the windows, that's the button I'm pressing. I am an AC/DC fan. Favorite quarterback? For talking NFL, I don't necessarily know. I kind of went with the Brock Purdy. I was kind of on that craze just because, hey, I kind of like supporting the underdog. It's always kind of fun to watch them come back up and prove everybody wrong that it's like, hey, I'm actually not a joke like you thought I was. But other than that, I'd have to go with my buddy Kyler, playing Call of Duty, getting in trouble. You gotta go? All right. Let's see. What's my dream? Buy dirt. Buy dirt, find the one I can't live without, get a ring, let my knee hit the ground, throw a little money in the plate at church, something, put the roots down deep, add a few branches to the family tree, and that's that. Biggest goal in life? Honestly, to be able to just enjoy life. My actual name's Chandler. I've actually made a police mod before. I did that 2015 Charger mod, but that's a PC-only mod. At some point, I might make a cameo reappearance in Grant's stuff, but otherwise, I pretty much just do my own thing nowadays. I kind of try to build and work on my own channel and my own videos, and now TikTok streaming. It just takes a lot of time. I can't really have enough time to stop by and say hello to them anymore. Push-up time. We got push-up time in 20 minutes. Or 10 minutes. 12 minutes. I'd say my biggest, overall biggest goal in life, though, is to just kind of complete the tasks that I've wanted to do. I mean, materialistic things, they don't really make this world go round. While I still really do want to own my 2012 Boss, why I still really want to own a barn dominium, why I also really want to do is have a little bit of a hay farm or something of that nature. Just being able to sit back, enjoy life, and look back and go, how many people you impacted, what you did to make a difference in this world, and technically, are you yourself happy and content with what you've done? That alone, you wake up in the morning and it keeps you going. Day's going pretty good so far. You just joined in, Jim? Hey, welcome back. Luckily, I don't have to stay in the same room as Jerry. Jerry's kind of a pain. He just sits there. He just stares at people and just goes, yeah. I have made boat mods, but none of them are public. And if I did make them public, they'd be PC only. I don't make console mods. No, I do not have a public server. Good railroad mods. No, because I didn't know there were railroad mods. Find an 80s dealership building, though? Yeah, that is true. I know that the only map that has a really good 80s dealership is Westby, Wisconsin. That's got the best, like, 80s John Deere dealership. Hey, that's a pretty good goal right there. Rugby is a very tough sport. Well, hopefully I beat out to the 100K. I just want to get this channel to 100,000 public subs. My biggest thing about YouTube itself, that when I started working on this, I've done everything on this channel up to this point, at least by learning and how I've done stuff. I do everything on my channel on my own. There's no one else that does the editing. There's no one that does the setting up of the scenes. There's no one that does the mods. It's like, if I'm going to get that stuff, I have to do everything for the channel. And I'm okay with that, but that takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of brain power. And once I get to that 100,000, it's kind of like I hit the milestone. Let's keep going from here. But you just kind of got to roll with it. The tractor we're driving is a 9430. It's a big four-wheel drive Deere. I changed the wheels on it. This is the one you guys can get in the Giants Mod Hub, but I did my own edit with the wheels. Andy clean. We need to clean this thing off when we're done. We are now 9 minutes away, though, from our half hour of 2 hours and 30 minutes. We are 9 minutes away from push-ups. If you guys would like us to be streaming for another half hour and continue on to make this a 3-hour-long stream, be sure to smash that like button and get us to 400 likes by the end of that half-hour mark, and we will continue on for another half hour. Which means we're going to have to head up to field 10, because that's the only other field that we still have left to work on. Buck needs a coffee. Buck needs rest. That's what Buck needs. Buck needs to just take a rest. Take a day. That's what tomorrow is. Tomorrow's my rest day. I get to go see my mom, get to do some laundry, get to go clean up the house a little bit. I get to smack talk Jerry all I want because he's a pain in my neck. But Cowboy Cody and RBT Joker coming in with the Andy Clean, the Pimp Van, Jerry, FS Lice, and the Buckwad logo. So everybody now has to call me Lord Farquad, because that's apparently, we got to find a nickname that would be insulting to me. I feel bad for FS Live that now he has to be called FS Lice. So we got to find something that you guys could call me that's like insulting, and Lord Farquad's probably the best one we got. Thing is that I embrace it. He just gets mad. We have fun with it though, but give the guy a little bit of a break. He's taken a heck of a beating since that happened. Yes, I need to eat so badly. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go down to my class. Oh. I'm not going to lie. If you guys want Buck to eat, you'd be very kind to not hit over 400 likes within the next 7 minutes, because then I could go and eat lunch. Otherwise, I have to wait until like 4 o'clock this afternoon, and I really don't want to do that. This is the only time I'm telling you guys to not hit the like button. I want to eat so badly. Squad Junior? Your profile picture, all I can see is it kind of looks like an American flag. If that's the case, yes. But I want to go and eat. I need to help take care of myself. Plus, I need to do the push-ups for today. I have yet to do Buck's Gym Day 20. Am I lazy? I wouldn't consider myself lazy. I'd consider myself mentally exhausted. I do not have any animals. No, you didn't miss the whole live, but I'm doing a bit shorter today because I'm streaming for 4 to 5 hours a night on TikTok the entire week, every single day. I am exhausted. My voice is already like shot, and I just want to kind of take a little bit of a load off for the day. Get it to 400 subs? I mean, that would have to be a TikTok thing. We can't get 400 subs on YouTube. I mean, we could do 400 additional subs. We'd have to do 400 likes. Favorite beer? I don't drink a whole lot, but if I were to go and get a beverage, I honestly would get either a Miller High Life or a Budweiser. Those are my two ones that I've seemed to enjoy the most of. I've also liked a Coors Banquet. Coors isn't bad. We'll take a load off. I can't, because if we hit 400 likes within the next 5 minutes, if we hit 20, hang on a minute, let me do the math here. If we have 18 more likes in the next 5 minutes, then we got to go for another half hour. And if that's the case, then I think kitchen closes at like 1 o'clock. I might already be late. You got to go? All right. I don't really have a dream animal, honestly. The whole question, like, are you a cat person or are you a dog person? I'm actually more of a cat person. I grew up with a cat that was, like, always next to me. He was the best cat in the world. Wouldn't trade that animal for the world. I just want him back again. How old am I? I am 21 years of age. With the glasses on, it doesn't necessarily look like it, but if I take off my glasses and I have, like, my full facial hair, it looks a little bit more convincing. And that is all she wrote for this story. Let's head back to the farm and get this thing Andy cleaned off. I'm sorry, I will never do a logging series. I personally do not care for logging at all. Nothing against the career path or the actual job itself. Just for farm sim, I do not care for logging. We are going to head back to the farm, though, and get ourselves some Andy clean. We are just now hitting in 3 minutes until we have to do our next set of push-ups. We will at least do another 10 at the half-hour mark, but we are 12 likes short of having to go for an extra 30 minutes. I don't know, though. On one hand, I really want you guys to hit that like button, but on the other hand, I really want to go eat. Because I have, like, not eaten since yesterday's lunch. I'm starving. We gotta clean off the tractor, though. We have to clean off the tractor. That's a toughie. Honestly, probably gold mining. I can at least get by with that one a little bit more, but I don't care for gold mining and logging. Like, I'm sorry, but I just can't do it. I do like playing farm sim, but it gets pretty repetitive sometimes after a while. Devon coming in with the Andy Cleans. What map? We are on Green Valley, Nebraska. I need to get like a template that I have set up on the TikTok scene that has the name of the map on it and all that stuff. Just kind of like a fancy little outline. Good morning. Good morning to you too. No, it's not that it's not that bad. It's just that I personally do not prefer to do it. Like, it's one of them, I just don't really care for it. I don't mind doing tree work in real life. Like, doing tree work in real life is fun. But just farm sim wise, I could just never get behind it. Do more homeowners? It's not even really that it's hard. It's just, it's kind of always a pain a little bit. I've not been to Michigan. The closest I've been to Michigan is Minnesota and maybe a little bit in Wisconsin, kind of. I do like playing farm sim. It's just that it gets repetitive every now and then. We officially, though, have 1 more minute to reach the 400 like goal, which means we have to get 8 more people like if we want to go for another half hour. If that's the case, though, I'm probably going to have to at least run over and grab a granola bar or something because my gut is, like, hurting. You gotta go? All right. I'm born and raised in Nebraska. You have to bail tomorrow at 4:30? Oh, nope. Not doing that. Let Buck eat. And let the man eat. Let the man do that. If you guys let me go eat, I'll make a very beneficial 20-day Bucks gym. Oh. And we are now 2 hours and oh man, you guys were 1 like away. You guys were 1 like away. So, here's what happened. On my end, I watched the clock roll over. We were at 399. We did hit the 400, but we did not meet the goal. So what we're going to do is this. I'll run back to the farm. We'll wash off the tractor. I'll do the push-ups to end out the stream because we're going to be ending the stream. But I will wash the tractor off. We'll get it back to the farm, get it cleaned up. We'll do the push-ups, and then we'll head out. How's that sound? I'll make a little bit of a deal with you guys. Because I do need to go and get something in my stomach. Otherwise, this is not going to be pretty. Once I can get a little bit more of a flowing system in on how I can make content a little bit easier, as much as I would love to be live for you guys all the time, I still have to live my life, and I hate to say it, TikTok is great, but 7 o'clock to midnight every single night of the week, that ain't gonna work. So we're gonna start shutting off probably TikTok streams at about 10 o'clock at night, and then YouTube on the weekend, kind of give or take how I feel. It might be a 3 to 4 hour stream. We are live now for 2 hours and 30 minutes today. I just kind of think I might have ran myself a little too far dry on this one this week. But hey, we still had a lot of fun. We still got a lot of work done. This helps me especially get the videos in line for when we have to do regular videos. It saves me that, and you guys get extra content. Let's pull this bad boy in the shed. Andy Clean is on the ready. I can get it to work, maybe. How do I get the... What? Why is it not working? I want it to work. There it is. Let's get some Andy Clean on this. Wash it off. Wash it off. Wash it off. The soap mod actually does help wash the vehicle off significantly faster. You can't get TikTok? Ah, that's a shame, bud. We stream basically every single day on it, though. Every single day during the weeknights. At least that's what I want to try and do. I can't guarantee it, but I'm going to try to work on doing that. Do I have my own game? If you're referring to like my own like American Farming, no. I just play farm sim stuff, and then we have everything else. But if you're referring to like, do I have my own server? No, I do not. But that is now Andy Clean, keeping this farm nice and sparkly. I need to put like Andy Clean stickers on all the tractors on this farm. That'd be kind of fun. But actually, I'm just gonna pull this thing straight through because we'll have to turn it around anyway. That, however, is going to do it for our stream today, guys. Thank you guys so much for checking out. I will be doing the final 10 push-ups of the day to get us ready to go. If you guys have not been a part of this channel or know what we're about to do, this is the Bucks Gym portion of the live stream. I still have to do my Bucks Gym 15 push-ups a day, but we are going to be doing our 10 additional push-ups to end out the live stream. Let's drop down and do those quick, and then I will send you guys off for a fantastic Saturday. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. I really enjoyed having you guys out here today. I thank you all for stopping by. We will hopefully be live again on TikTok. 7 o'clock estimated, not guaranteed, but a 7 o'clock estimated Central Time at night start time. And we'll have, hopefully, for another round, a couple Toby Keiths. So if you guys can join us in there, we'll see ya. But otherwise, I will probably be off for the rest of the weekend. Other than that, thank you for stopping by, and have a fabulous rest of your day. If I can find the button, too.